First of all, can you tell us what's going on with your hamstring?
That first extra point, I just felt a pop and pain. So I guess we'll figure that out, what that looks like going forward. But yeah, just hurts really bad. So I assume it's, yeah, actually I don't want to assume. I think I'm not supposed to talk about injuries, I don't think. So.
When you feel something like that, how concerning is it, and how do you decide that you're going to keep going?
Well, there's no backups except for man JK here kicking off like crazy. You know, he was smiling a little too big coming off the field. I was like, hey, don't get used to taking these kickoffs, man. You know. But with no backup, you kind of, I just felt that even hurt, I thought I'd be the best option for the team going forward, trying to make kicks. And JK can kick too, once again.
Thanks.
Yeah. But I still liked me over him, even though I was hurt. No, yeah, so there's no backups. So it was one of those things. The damage was not completely done, but you're just like, hey, it hurts already. Even if I make it worse, we'll just figure it out on the back end, you know. So
the thing is, Dustin, you needed all four of them to win this game. To see McManus on the other side, you know what kind of kicker he is.
Yeah.
What goes through your mind when you know you're not at 100%, but you have to deliver for your team?
Sure. It was just before every kick, you knew that it was going to feel like somebody stabbing with a knife. You know, it was just like it's like, all right, let's do this. You know, and I just kind of kept telling myself, well, I was praying too. I was like, Lord, just be with me, you know. And then the other part was pain's temporary, you know. So I was just kind of committed to swinging and dealing with the pain after the kick, you know. So, and I'd be remiss to say, like, man, not having to think about an operation at all. Like, not once did I have to think, is Josh going to get the ball where it needs to be? Is JK going to hold it right? That's never a thought in my mind. So not having to do that and just trying to focus on what I need to do to be successful is a blessing to have these guys. So.
Can you take us through the game-winning kick?
Sure. Yeah, I said, once again, I just prayed. I was like, Lord, be with me for one more, you know? And I think I was even back there and I might have mouthed to myself, pain's temporary. And yeah, I knew I was trying to focus on a low backswing and just get through the ball. And that was it. I wasn't thinking about the circumstance or anything like that. I was just trying to repeat my kind of swing thoughts in my head, even though that changed from pregame to midgame. And like I said, I didn't think about the operation at all, so it made it a lot easier.
What did it feel like when it went in?
Feels great. It was like I have to look at those situations where I'm blessed either way, whether that ball goes in or not. Like I've got a lot to be thankful for with my family, my friends, my teammates. So make or miss, I knew it wasn't going to change who I was or anything like that. So when I think about that, it's just you go out there and do the best you can and take some pressure off.
Post-game questions are a little easier if you make it, though.
Oh, there's no question. Yeah, there's no question. Yeah, much easier.
The guttiness of this team, you guys were down your third center at one point, the way Justin's been battling out. What does it say about the resiliency? This was an ugly football game. You guys found a way to win it.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It's, you know, it would be nice to blow everybody out every week, right? That'd be great. But it feels even better when you got to fight for it along the way. And hopefully we get things clicking even better. You know, that's obviously the hope. And I know with the talent on this team, we're capable of that. And we put in the work, and I think it will come to fruition, you know. But to be able to kind of stiffen your back a little bit when your back's against the wall and fight through, even when things aren't going well, says a lot about who we are as a group. And not giving up, even when the offense is struggling to move a little bit, defense is giving up a little bit. And special teams, we've had our ups and downs. So to just fight through, keep hope and confidence in the group, it says a lot.
Dustin, when you said you didn't think about the circumstance of your hamstring or the circumstance of miss or make?
No, the miss or make, the game. It was kind of like, yeah, in the back of my head, I obviously know what the situation is, but I wasn't. You're kind of aware, and then I wasn't thinking about it. It was very much. I kind of take an open hand approach. It's like, you know, Lord, may whatever you wish happen. You know, there's a verse. It's He works for the good of those who love Him and are called according to His purpose. And I just view it that way. Make or miss, it's for my good, and whether that's character or for the team or any of that. So I just don't put too much stock in the situation and try to remember who I am and whose I am.
So that's Romans 8:28.
That's right.
Right?
Yep.
But if you've answered this already, but to what degree were you concerned that this kick could re-injure that hamstring?
In my mind, it was already at a point where it was kind of a well, screw it moment. You know, this pretty much. It was like if it already feeling at this bad at this point, then let's just give it a ride. You know.
How tough a kick was that? Being injured a little bit and just trying to make that kick from where you were.
Sure. You know, it's actually, I think she told me on the field it was like in the 30s or something, which isn't super long, but it felt a lot longer when you're not feeling good, you know. And yeah, I guess I didn't think about the distance or, you know, I guess any external things. It was just kind of what were my swing thoughts, and like we'll deal with the pain later. That's pretty much it.
Dustin, when you were like taking a knee after each kick, was that just in pain?
Yeah, I didn't. Somebody else asked me about that, and obviously I'm aware I was doing it, but it wasn't a conscious thing like, oh, I'm gonna go take a knee now. It was just my body was just doing it. It was, yeah. So I don't know if subconsciously it was response to the pain or trying to like not land on it. I wasn't thinking about it. It was just kind of like kick it, and my body was just kind of doing whatever afterwards.
And I just want to go back. When you said you felt
Sure.
a pop of pain, when was that?
That first extra point.
That first extra point. Okay.
Yeah.
Mike, what were you thinking when you had that overtime reception after you'd been pretty limited the entire game?
Just hoping that it was enough for Dustin to put it through, and obviously it was, so we got to do it.
What was it like to see Dustin? I mean, it looks like he's been playing through a bit of pain out there.
Yeah, that was good. Obviously, he's playing through some pain, but for him to go in there and make those kicks, you know, it was big for us.
How do you stay engaged when, you know, your opportunities are so limited on a day like when we're going against a cornerback like you were?
Just play football. That's the main thing. Whatever come in, run the play. You don't know when the ball coming.
Mike, what's it say about this? What's it say about the team that they get pull that kind of game out?
That was big for us. I mean, obviously it was a hard-fought overtime game. The defense stepped up big time. Special teams made a play, and we was able to finish it on with the ball in our hands.
Special teams has kind of historically not been incredibly special. What was it like for them to not only get
That was big. We was talking about getting the special teams tournament for the longest, and it changed the game, and we went from it.
Mike, what do you think of Drue Tranquill's game, and how much energy did that give you to see that sack and kind of ignite the SoFi Stadium?
That was big. I mean, everybody knows what Drue can do. Drue, one of the leaders on the defense, always making plays, always the vocal leader, the guy out there, you know, putting everybody in position. So, yeah, that was good to see Drue fly around and make plays.
Mike, when the offense was struggling to move like this, can you describe what it was like to get that win, to get that turnover in overtime?
That was big. I mean, for us, you know, our job is to, you know, move the ball, try to keep the defense out the field as much as possible, keep the ball in our hands, control the game. But yeah, they was making plays on their end. We couldn't really get in a rhythm and get, you know, touchdowns. But yeah, we was able to get a W.
Mike, what was the collective thought when you guys were down early, 10-0, and then to get the offense going a little bit?
Just keep going. That's the main thing. It's not over yet. Obviously, last week was down 14. We was able to capitalize and win on that game. So, I mean, we've been in a position before, so we knew what we had to do.
To be 4-2, missing this great wide receiver to your left, Keenan, what's that mean, especially if you can get him back soon?
Oh, yeah, for sure. We were just talking about that, right? You gonna be back?
You gonna be back soon?
But nah, it's always good, you know. Obviously, we a lot better offense with him on the field. But yeah, you know, we was able to come out here and get some dubs. So we're getting back soon.
Appreciate your time, Mike.
Thank you.
You just get shot right in and were able to sack Russ. I mean, were you expecting to be that wide open when you came in?
I loved the call, and they called a timeout, and I was like, Coach, let's keep it on. And we brought a 0, and great design by Coach Staley and our staff, and well executed, well timing, you know, blitz timing by Derwin and I, and everybody kind of did their job, and it opened it up for me.
Drew, just talk about that win. I mean, obviously it's kind of an ugly 19-16 win, but defense, special teams, they all got it done. Offense got it done. Just can you talk about what that win can do for you guys?
Well, we didn't have our best stuff in the first half on defense, and came out and played a lot better in the second half. Got that special teams takeaway at the end there. Ja, I can't say enough about his awareness as a rookie, you know, to push the vice guy right into the returner. and Deane heads up, falling on the ball, and gave Dustin a chance there at the end, and he executed.
And then obviously Dustin can barely walk, but he made all 4 of his kicks. What did that say about him?
I mean, dude's a warrior. Was down last week, is battling, through a leg injury, and can't say enough about his toughness and his steadiness.
Did you expect this to be that much of a grind for your team?
We had some guys down. Our starting center and our backup center go down, and Brennan Hymas comes in, our emergency center. And so we had guys down. We knew defensively we would have to play a tight game, and we certainly did that in the second half. We'll have to clean some things up from the first half, but I thought just overall a great team win.
Effort on Russell Wilson. He didn't get much going today for them offensively.
Well, he was electric to start the game. I think 10 for 10, and I think he did everything they asked of him. He extended the plays, made some throws downfield, forced some pass interferences, getting the deep ball out, and I thought he played a really good game. We were able to tighten things up there in the second half and play great coverage. You see the Asante there on the third down the sideline, and it was just a total team effort on defense in the second half to get the job done.
When you say total team, we often hear about 3 phases, and with both defenses playing shutdown and the offenses can't move.
Yeah.
Describe what it was like in overtime to see Taylor block a dude in the back to get that really turning turnover.
I mean, Ja's a rookie, and he's played a lot of good football for us this year. Been really consistent at that gunner position, and we've been talking about it. We needed a turnover. Defensively, we hadn't got it. Had 4 sacks, but hadn't been able to take the ball away from them. And so we needed a turnover and got it in the special teams phase.
This earlier in the season, you're 4-2. How do you describe the emotion of a win like this comes out for this team?
Well, it's huge. I mean, you start out 1-2, get 2 road wins, and coming to a Monday Night Football game, in a game where you're down some key guys, and we had to find a way to win as a football team, and we did that tonight.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
What can you say about Dustin's performance? Obviously, he's banged up, he's injured.
Yeah, I mean, that's resilience. That's just toughness, having to bust it up hamstring, but going out there and nailing those field goals, that's big time.
Special teams has been such a struggle for this team in recent years. What's it mean for the whole group to come together and pull you guys to this win?
It means a lot. I think all the guys have a lot of pride in our performance, and we want to turn the thing around. Every play matters, and we have a lot of pride in our performance.
My apologies if this is a repeat question, but what were you saying on that special teams play?
We're focused on winning outside. They're going to be sending pressure to the guys in the core. We're going to be held up, so we're focused on winning outside. And I had a slam coming down to me. I just focused on getting vertical, and then Ja made a great play, and I just got on the ball.
Were you surprised the ball came out when you signaled for a third down?
No, because I saw Ja come in, and he had his hands on the guy like that, so I was ready for it.
He was saying you guys work on that. That's
Yeah.
something you.
Yeah, it's called dumping. Like it's a drill that we do. So yeah, we work on all the
So
time.
somebody bangs a blocker into the.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it sounds dumb, but yeah, that's it. Yeah.
It doesn't seem like it's illegal, but
Yeah.
it is.
But yeah, it's a big turnover in the game, so we got to do it.
Can you describe the mood in the locker room after that win?
I think the guys are just happy right now. It's a good feeling. It's tough getting a win in the NFL, so every time you get a win, you got to celebrate it. Yeah, thank you.
Deane, sorry we missed the beginning of this. Just, walk me through what happened at the end here on special teams.
So we knew that we were backed up and that the core guys might be held up, so we were just focused on winning on the outside. And 12 is a great returner; he's explosive. So we were focused on really just constraining him in the return game. And Josh just made a great play on the outside, dumping the corner to the returner, and just went from there, just diving on the ball.
The fact that you guys were in this rookie class together, you've been grinding on special teams. You never know when your number is going to be called. What does it say about just being ready for the moment? Now you guys are 4-2.
I think it's just next man up mentality. I wasn't even starting at gunner at the beginning of the game. It was Vontae up, and things happen on defense. Then you just got to step up and be ready to make a play. It's a great team win.
And then finally for us, the fact that a lot of guys go down, pick each other up. It's a resilient group. Dustin Hopkins say 4 field goals.
That's resilience. That's toughness right there. So just being able to come in the clutch and hit those kicks even when you're hurt, that's big time.